Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 and episode number 2 of Make It Harder. And so far, I'm doing a good job of making it harder, but maybe I've not made it hard enough. Oh dear, why am I starting an episode like this? What is wrong with me? Anyway, today, we are on 3,248 pounds. I've changed it to pounds this time. I think it might have been on dollars in the last episode, but yeah, 3,248 pounds. And there was about a £190 ish property maintenance fee overnight. So I now know roughly what our kind of outgoings are until we start leasing things, that is. But what we need to do today, a couple of things. I want to explore the menu a little bit because, again, if you caught the pilot, if you caught the last episode, you know I haven't actually played this game too much, so a lot of it is new to me. I want to see what is available in the shop, but also we'll get some chickens, I think. I fed Venus right at the end. Where did... Oh, I was going to say, where did the dog go? I was just looking right at it and it vanished. Yeah, we're going to get some chickens and we will need to feed them because that'll be nice to just see animations and things. I've left my gate open down there. Look, how bad is that? Good job the dog is loyal. It's not run away. Surprised though, I didn't feed it for a whole month. But anyway, chickens. And then we're gonna plough. We're gonna do something in the field. But again, this is where I want to explore the menu because I don't know what's plantable. I don't know what's not plantable. In fact, let's do it. Let's start. There's not a single contract available in September. Okay, interesting. Maybe it's because it's early and the farmers haven't woken up. We'll go with that. Right, so, yeah, you can actually, September, October, you can plant wheat, barley. I could just about get canola, but I'm probably pushing it, if I'm honest with you, trying to get canola now. Okay, cool. There's not a lot that can be harvested. However, in October, we might see some soybean harvest there, look. Be interesting to see just how much of your leftover harvest you actually get to keep. Ideally, it would have been good if there was a wheat harvest, wouldn't it? Because I could have kept that for the chickens. But, of course, I've skipped forward a month now and I missed out. Look, I should have done that last month. Maybe I should have looked at that over mowing. But, again, what I'm trying to do is do contracts using our own equipment. I just think that's a cool little touch. Not necessarily a big rule, but I just think it's a nice touch where possible. So, yeah, we need to get ploughing. We need to get ploughing. We need to get seeding. We'll have to look at buying a bag of seed and buying a bag of wheat. Then we can get some chickens at the same time. Multitasking. Cool. Right. So I'm going to drop... Oh, wow. drop the tractor off the edge of a cliff there nearly. That's a big fool, isn't it? Let's drop them over here. Which, ironically, is where the plough was until I picked it up. For no reason, even though I didn't need it. There you go. We have also got this little area down here, you know, this is quite flat. This is quite flat. Maybe we could get 2 little fields going. Because, as it stands, oh, do you know what? I can't wait until that camera collision mod comes out. Because it's a bit bouncy. It must be quite hard to watch. It's a bit bouncy, the camera, isn't it? Let's shut these gates. Can I shut them there? Yeah. So, oh, God, I got stuck. Yeah, I don't like how every time you go past a tree, like now, kind of... Oh, it didn't do it then. Typical. Like that. It just... Yeah, it must be hard to watch. Anyway, I'm saying it must be hard to watch and then I'm doing it on purpose. That's not very good, is it? How is this going to cope? Let's start by challenging it uphill. How is it going to do? Now, again, is this the same controls as FS25? So, LBY? Or was it RBY? Or was it both and Y? Let's move on. There you go. It was one of those two anyway. Right, create the field. Let's go. Let's just... No particular shape. It's going to be the shape of the land, essentially. The shape of the land. Now, I hate using ploughs like this, actually. Although, at least it's not one that's kind of like trailed on a trailer. So it could be worse, couldn't it? I'm actually probably going around the wrong way. I'm definitely going around the wrong way. Right, I'm not going to go too close to here because that must be the delivery point for delivering equipment. So we'll leave a little track there, otherwise I'm just going to be running over my own crops, because of course crop destruction is on. I know I've not really focused actually too much on showing you the menu, showing you the settings, but again, I'm assuming the majority are already viewers from before, and you know, why's the plough not working? Okay, wasn't touching the ground. Yeah, you know how I work with rules, so nothing, you know, nothing's turned on. None of the AI workers are set to buy anything. Not that I really even use them a great deal. Oh dear, this is a bumpy bit of ground. There we go, got it. Yeah, so you know roughly how it works with the rules, but things like crop destruction, field stones, I've left them on even though they're a bit of a pain. But hopefully, maybe field stones have got a bit more of a relevance in this version, because in FS22 they were just a pain. Come on, can I get that little bit? Yeah. This ground deformation is pretty hardcore, isn't it? But I don't know why I've got that weird ditch in the middle. It doesn't really make any sense. There's the plough. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking maybe, yeah, the tyre on the end of that plough is actually making more of a cultivated texture than it is a ploughed texture. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, let's reverse here. I'm going to leave that curve there actually, because yeah, I'm probably going around the field the wrong way, but it kind of works. When it comes to actually harvesting it, that probably works. Oh dear. The tractor's doing okay actually, I'll give it some credit. It is struggling, but you expect it to struggle. Most things struggle with a big plough, but it is doing alright. It's doing okay. It's not unbearable. It's certainly not unbearable. So how does this look in the time lapse? An absolute mess, I bet. Absolute mess. It is an absolute mess. I'm not denying that. It's pretty awful. But when you start the way we started, what other options do you have? You've got to, every single bit of land possible, I've got to try and make use of it. So yes, it is pretty awful. Yes, this plough, as you can tell, I've just demonstrated, is rather difficult to use for doing something like this. That is probably great on a nice big square field, but to try and use it to mark and make a piece of land, it's almost better to use the smallest plough you can get really. But yeah, this is far too big to be doing a job like this, but it's okay, it's okay. Now that little green little stump here, for example, there's no grass texture on it, but it's still got that. It clearly looks ploughed because the texture's raised, but is that not ploughed when I come to planting? Is it not going to plant that bit? I don't know. These are all those little things. Another little bit there, look. Is that one tiny little section not actually going to plant? Just got to learn the game. Just got to learn the game. All these new things to get used to. It's all good. It's all good. Right, anyway. As much as this has looked like a disaster, at least it is pretty much done. I think maybe whilst I'm in the disaster mode, whilst I'm in the making a mess mode, I might do something, if I can, at the bottom part of this land. Oh dear, this plough is pretty difficult actually. Because of course it turns the way that you turn, which makes it very, very hard to actually line anything up. But let's get rid of this bit. Of course it's going to miss that. Let's do it like that. Okay. Yeah, I am nervous that these little green bits I'm leaving are not going to actually plant. Yeah, this tractor does struggle actually. I lied. I lied. I was trying to give it some credit because it looks kind of cool, doesn't it? It's a cool looking tractor, but I lied. It is not very good at doing this at all. Look at the state of this. And I'm still not seeing mud in the tyres, but maybe that's just a rain thing. I did do a little tester and popped a picture up. When I first set this new PC up, one of the first things I did, which is just me all over, one of the first things I did was skip forward enough months until it started raining, just so I could see the mud in the tyres. I want to see how good it looks. But I've noticed you don't really get the mud in the tyres when it's not raining. Which, I don't know, I guess you kind of would, really. Damp weather. I mean, this is freshly ploughed grass. This would absolutely be sticking to the tyres, wouldn't it? Especially this early in the morning. But yeah, no, my tyres are pretty clean. My tractor's pretty clean, actually. I feel it would be dirtier than that. But again, I'm sure the modding community is going to fix stuff like that. Giants are lucky in a way, aren't they? They're lucky in a way because they can do a game which is good, which is really good. And I do think this game's really good now. Now that I actually have the right kind of software to run it, I think the game's great. But it's going to be even better very soon, actually. I mean, the fact that there's already a small selection of mods, and what are we now? 6-7 days into the game? Yeah. I can remember FS19. It was months and months and months, even 12 months before you seen some real high quality mods. FS22, decent mods were there within a couple of months. I think this game's got so much attention, so popular, we're going to see some real good mods soon, I reckon. Couple more weeks and there'll be so many mods in there to choose from. You won't even know what to pick. At this point, I bet most people have just downloaded every single mod just because there's such a small number of mods there. Why not just download them all? But in a minute, there'll be too many mods. Doesn't that look? Doesn't that look absolutely awful? It's so awful. Oh, and I had a camera flash then as well. Someone's taking a picture of my bad job, I think. Right. Wow. I'm not promising that this is going to be any better, but it might be. Oh, I forgot about that little shed there. You know, when I was looking at this shed in the pilot episode, it just looked all blurry, not very detailed. Now that I'm running this machine, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh, God, that beam's low, isn't it? Just bash your head on it. Yeah, you genuinely do. It slows me down. Ooh, I know. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, if you didn't know, the decorative sheds are actually usable, which is unusual. Really unusual, considering the actual main sheds are so expensive. You just stick a load of decorative ones down there. Even this one. Look at this. This was like, I can't even remember. £1,000 maybe? Look, that's pretty good. You could... I just added that in there just for looks. I did not realise it would work. How cool is that? Anyway, I'm running around to everything. I don't need to, do I? Do I bother? Do I bother? What way do I want to go? What way do I want to go with this? Yeah, I reckon we'll plough it. Why not? Why not? Let's just do it. Make the most of our land. Let's go. I think that shed there as well. I mean, I don't want to be deleting stuff from the base game. Second episode in. But I think that shed there is kind of a bit pointless, if I'm honest. Because I cannot use it. I cannot use it at all. So I'm gonna do something about that, you know. I really am. Let's leave enough space there to create a little driveway. And I think right now, let's go into construction mode. Let's get my mouse out because, you know, I always like to do things with a mouse. It's a bit better, isn't it? I'm sure, yeah. I like that. I mean, I don't own the land for these sections, but I like that. It looks to me like you can delete anything. I mean, even this. I can't sell that. Great, because I don't own the land. But even the majority of these things, look, how cool is that? How cool is that? I mean, normally I would go Giants Editor and just remove them. But yeah, it seems to allow you to do quite a bit of deleting, which is quite nice. Right, let's get back to this anyway. Now, you might notice I do apologise if the mic picks it up. I realised all these years of playing and doing content creating, doing it on a laptop, I didn't need a keyboard. Then I go and buy this nice computer. I didn't get a package deal. I literally bought the computer. I've already got curved monitors and things. And then I realised when I sat down, I don't actually have a keyboard. How bad is that? And it was late at night. It was Saturday when the computer came. And it was like 4:30. Nowhere was open. Argos were out of stock. I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get a keyboard? So I picked one up for £1 from the charity shop. Amazing. What good. I do quite like getting the odd bits here and there from the charity shop. Sell that, by the way, in the background. But it is the most... I mean, listen, ready? Oh, it's so noisy, man. What's it made of? Every single key on it is like wobbly. Yeah. Right, let's get out of this mode. Right, we'll leave that there. So, clearly this is now in the way. So we'll move that. We haven't actually used this tractor yet anyway, so that's cool. But yeah, no, so I need to do something today. Maybe after this recording, I'll stop, get some videos rendering. I've recorded, but I haven't actually released the first episode of this yet. As I'm recording this, I'm doing 2 in a row. But maybe I'll... oh dear. Okay, hang on a minute. Backwards. What's happening? Oh no. Yeah, the game does have some bugs. This is an interesting bug, which might require me to... Oh dear, I seem to have buried my pallet forks into the ground. Oh, and they're getting further and further into the ground now. This is not good, is it? Can I go back? Let me move. Okay. Like I said, you don't expect a perfect game sometimes. This is the world that we live in now. I'm just doing some random button bashing to see if I can actually unstick myself. I can't really seem to unstick myself. Oh, this is yeah. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining, Rusi. And what I like to specialise in is dancing tractors. Yeah, look at this. Many years of practice to be this good. Oh, handstand, gymnastics, Olympic sport, break dancing. It's better than Australia did, isn't it? Anyway, sorry, Bendica. I know you're from Australia. I think let's try disconnecting that. Cool. Right. So now I have a pallet fork in the ground somewhere. Which can I get out? No. Okay, so that's lost for that's lost for a while. While I remember, because I'll actually forget I own one. Is it on the map? Oh no, it's not even on the map. It actually isn't on the... Where's it gone? What seems to be quite annoying about this version, and again, maybe mod makers will fix it, maybe just Farming Simulator will fix it, but it's just difficult to know where your vehicles are, isn't it? I mean, here, let's have a look. Can I find... That's it there. Can I reset from here? No. I can sell it. I can view it on the map. Oh, okay. And what's it doing? I actually quite like these little bugs. Let me move my mouse cursor out of the way. Yeah, it's just kind of like going underground, isn't it? It's just, maybe it's caught like a little underground stream or something, and now it's just kind of rolling around the map. Let's just reset that, shall we? Cool. Right. Well, that was interesting. That was interesting, wasn't it? Watch out, dog. Watch out, dog. Right, so let's move... Oh, typical, gone the wrong way around it. Let's move this out the way. Let's make this entire area a ploughed field. But we will, of course, continue that pathway to that gate over there. That will be our kind of rear entrance, I guess. Rear entrance. Oh, honestly, I don't know if it's my mind. Don't know if it's my mind. Series called Making It Harder. Talking about rear entrance. This is shocking. If you don't really want to watch me, then I understand, because this is just me. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm a Cornish man, and yeah. Oh dear, I should have known that's going to happen, shouldn't I? There we go. Yeah, I can't help it. My mind sometimes is wow. It's as dirty as a ploughed field, and that's nothing. You wait till you meet Travaskis if you haven't yet. Anyway, right. Let's go. Oh, it was already lowered. This is a nice flat piece of land, actually, isn't it? So, again, we're going to probably go there, because I don't want to... Oh, no. Let's lift that before I turn. Yeah, I don't want to take up too much of this area with field. I think it's quite handy to have a second way of exiting your farm. Go. Good. Right. This is, again, this will be as messy as the first time. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to make anything up. This is just going to be messy. What we'll probably do is plough a bit further. If it doesn't like ploughing there, it's probably not going to like harvesting there either, is it? Okay. Let's try and smooth this off a little bit. I've got a better angle now. Those trees are so annoying. Zoom in a bit. Oh, I bet this is really awful for you to watch. I do apologise. I'm looking forward to the kind of camera angle correction mods coming out, because it's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be a nightmare for a harvester to get up, isn't it? If this thing won't. I might have to do a little bit of... Why? Why have I got... Oh, I sold the shed, didn't I? Right, okay. Let's do this then. Because again, this isn't Keep It Real. This is a harder version, slightly harder version of the base game, isn't it? So, let's use the £2,000 that we made from selling this kind of random decorative lump of wood. Let's use that to attempt live on camera. This is my thing, so if I can't do this very well, I'll be annoyed. In fact, actually, the buttons are all different as well, aren't they? Do you know, I like that it's defaulted to a round one. That's cool. I like that. Brush strength, brush size. I want the brush size a bit bigger, not that big. Yeah, let's use the 2000 we made to see if I can just... even this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The reason I didn't continue ploughing is I was kind of concerned at how... Oh, why is area restricted? Yeah, whether or not it would kind of remove the ploughing texture. Which meant I would have had to do it all again anyway. So that's why I left it, but actually it worked good. Why is this not working here? Oh, it is working. Good. So let's just smooth that off a bit. Area restricted. It's frustrating. The trees cause major problems on this, and I know if I chop the tree down, it'll still be there because there'll be a stump on the ground. So, again, I mentioned it in the pilot, didn't I? Before I had that complete meltdown and burst of anger because Farming Simulator turned into Minecraft. But I did mention eventually the good mods, whether or not they'll come out for the consoles, we just don't know, do we? Probably not because they're scripted, but your place anywhere, your landscape anywhere, all of those kind of mods will fix this. You can just do what you want then. You should be able to do what you want because it's your game. You've paid for it, right? I've paid for it. Let me do what I want to do. Why is this restricted? There's something going on here, isn't there? Something going on here. That's cool though. That works. That's better. Good. Jump back out. Right. Start the engine. That normally helps. And we'll try again. If it ploughs this a bit nicer now, we know we're on to something. We've done a good job. So far, so good. Yeah, look at that. Wonderful. Exactly how it should be. Let's lift that up. Perfect. And we've still got more money than what we had a minute ago. So that is called a win-win. Let's just try and round that, because that's going to irritate me. That works. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that works. I'm not happy with that bit though. So let's do the same here. Okay, come on. I could lose trees. I definitely could lose some trees. And I should lose some trees. But I like the trees. They look cool, don't they? They give you characteristics. They give you characteristics. They make your land look a bit different to just a plain old field. I actually really like the way that this plot of land works. I'm glad I found it when I kind of hunted the map. It's just perfect for me, really. And again, I know that once your mod maps come out, once the mod makers, who are just fantastic, start making their own maps, especially like Oxygen David, I know that these base game maps probably almost get forgotten about, don't they? I mean, I played quite a few hours on Elm Creek, quite a few plowers. I can't. It's because I'm doing plowing. I'm just confusing myself here now. Quite a few hours. That's what I wanted to say. On, I don't know how you say. How did you say that map name? I would say it as. I'm not even going to try and say it. I'm not even going to try and say it. I think Daggerwing called it Obelu. I don't know. I don't think that's how you're supposed to say it. I don't know. More like a Haute Bilaron or something like that, I would say. And that, to me, in my head, that sounds a bit more French. But who knows? Hey, that's in the past. What am I talking about? But yeah, these base game maps, they do get forgotten about, don't they? Which is a shame. I'm sure Giants do put a bit of effort into making them, but sorry, Giants, they just don't tend to be as good as what other people can do. Right, come on. This has actually turned out to be a better field than the first one I did. Could have got away with not doing that first one, really, couldn't I? This plough is hard to use. This plough is hard to use. By the way, what I said, it's working. Look, it's not raining. The tyres are getting muddy, so I take it back. This is what I wanted to see. I expected them to get muddy doing something like this. They are absolutely getting muddy. And honestly, as sad as it may sound, this is one of the most exciting things for me. Look at it. Look at how dirty it's getting. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, and now I'm getting carried away and trying to get a worker to finish the field for me. Yeah, I do like a dirty tractor. Sorry, Bender Cat, but I am not cleaning it either. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Right, done? Are we done? I think we're done. But another little pathway there to that bottom little shed. Maybe I don't need the shed there. Maybe that will get deleted at some point. But cool. Two little fields, which are, yeah. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to park this down there. Two little fields which are probably not going to make us much money at all. They're really not. But it doesn't matter because it's progression. It's progression, and it was worth it because I got the tyres muddy. Right, we'll leave that there. We'll leave that right there. Now, what we need to do then is get a bag of seed and a bag of wheat from the store so that we can plant these fields and we can get some chickens. I mean, where am I now? Let's sanity check. This has probably been like a 25-minute episode and I've done absolutely nothing. Shocking. So, what I won't do, let's park that there. I won't talk through the actual planting section. Although actually saying that, I can just plant. Oh, that's fine. I can just... Cool. This has worked out well. Right, okay. What I don't want to be doing is talking about good stuff, bad stuff, silly stuff, doing stupid things, and then losing it all because I've had to time-lapse it because I'm trying to keep the episode shorter. So actually, this kind of works. I'll just plan in the next episode, won't I? It's all good. It's all good. Right. We are going to... I'll do it in this view again. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that bout. Shocking. I'm assuming it's an alternator bout anyway. Unless this is like an old supercharged truck. Maybe it's got a squeaky supercharger or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to give this a little trial run. So, yeah, we'll keep the little path through here. I like that. We'll eventually fix this little dip in the ground because that tree is causing an issue. And then this is our rear entrance. Everyone needs a rear entrance. Anyway, I just can't help myself. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's shut that gate up again. Head to the shop. Oh. Head to the shop. We'll buy. This is the first time I've done this drive on this computer, actually. So it will be interesting to see how different it looks now compared to what it did when I was playing on my Minecraft style version. Yeah. So far, so good. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? It does look fantastic. I genuinely do believe this is up there. Talking about base game maps, this is definitely one of your best ones, Giant. So well done on that. It is pretty cool. And yeah, the fact that traffic can overtake you is a big thing. I've wanted that for quite a long time. Oh, do you know, that fog looks kind of cool too, doesn't it? I've not seen this either, see, because I've not played it and I've just not had anything with the right specs. But how cool does that look? It would be nicer if it was a sunnier and brighter day. But that just looks so cool. So cool. Right, anyway. Get back in. Oh, bit of moon jumping again. Yeah, the jumping mechanics are a bit odd on this, aren't they? I genuinely do feel a bit like Neil Armstrong here jumping around. Right. Come on. £4,336. Now we're going to properly... Oh, there's the pallet for. I forgot about that. Maybe I should have driven tractor down. It's fine. I got a forklift there just for that reason. Now, while I'm here... Yeah, that's good. Same button as the previous version. In fact, I don't know why I'm stopping it there. Let's assume it's going to line up the pallets that way. So we will preempt that. Kind of park somewhere like that. Here we go. That alternator belt is going to go at some point. Yeah. I shouldn't tempt myself with this, but I always have a habit of checking it. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, that would be great. But it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Right. What do we need to do? Let's figure this out now. So it's not drivables. It's not brands. Packs? What does this mean? Okay. That's interesting. So you select the particular type of... Okay. Yeah, fine. So again, I am learning this as I'm going. That's now saying you need the harvester for potatoes. Right, okay. So that's the kind of menu I'll probably never use, ever. Where do is it in this menu? Where do I get the pallet? Ah, okay. This is interesting. So it's in sections, which I have noticed before, but also it's combined. Okay, I mean that kind of works, but I don't know. It takes a while to get used to things, doesn't it? I think I preferred the old way, but again, it's brand new, isn't it? Got to get used to it. It's all good. And solid fertilizer we will need at some point, but for here and now, let's go category seeds. And there ain't much in it. It's only 50 litres. But I know from a handling point of view, that one... I always download the mod default to seed bags, you know. But when you use forklifts at the shop, they don't pick these bags up high enough to get them into your vehicle. And I haven't actually used these kind of base game style ones for a long time. So I'm going to get that. We're going to buy that. Definitely. We need that. Cool. Then, like, where do I get a bag of wheat? Where's the animal section? Is there an animal section? As I say it appears. And again, what is the... Chickens don't eat oats, do they? Chicken feeds, they only give you 1,000, so there's no benefit to that anyway. Mineral feed, that's for making silage, I guess, isn't it? Okay, what is that for, actually? Oh, no, sorry, it's TMR. It's total mix. Why don't they call it TMR? Why is it called mineral feed? That made me think it was like an additive. Okay. Wheat. We need that. We're spending a lot of money here, you know. Oh, dear. Right, let's get this going. You know, I didn't actually put a charger for this forklift at the shop, you know. So maybe... I don't know. The charge tends to last a long time, doesn't it? Oh, it's weird driving a vehicle that's not making any noise. Yeah, the charge does last a long, long time. So I'm kind of hoping I can get away with that. I didn't actually look to see how much they were. Good. Forklifts are just such nice vehicles though, aren't they? Good, good. And if I put that in, will it fit between... Oh, it won't. And I bet... Oh, you know that's going to be a pain, don't you? Yeah, it's going to get stuck to the... Okay, I mean, I like it because it's real. But it is also a bit annoying. So what we're going to have to do here is a little bit... I've done this many a times in real life. This is just what we do, isn't it, forklift drivers? That's how you get things in. Right, I use the other pallet to bash it in a bit further. It's all good. It's all good. Again, come to a new part of the map. The first time on this computer. And I'm getting loads and loads of flicker. And it's just that shader cache. I reckon that will go. After a little while. That's probably something that comes with every game, isn't it? I'm not going to moan about the game for that. Right. Good. So, I'm hoping now I can bash this into the back of the pickup bed and knock that other one in without it doing anything stupid. It probably do some weird things. Oh no, come on. Oh no, come on. The handbrake on this Chevy ain't great because it's moving the whole truck. Right. Oh, that's good. That's what I want. Let's do the same again. Try and line ourselves up a bit better because it's moved the pallet. Come on. Now this is the kind of thing that can go wrong very quickly. So I'm not going to cut this. I've not paused this on my recording. Not done anything. This is probably quite embarrassing for me to let you watch it actually because I'm doing such a bad job. But it's fine. It's all good. I just want to know if that's in far enough to shut it. It's not going to be, is it? Well, I mean, it could be worse. It's not that bad. Right. Oh, it's so strange. Not actually hearing any noise when you're doing anything. Right. I don't think I'll be able to shut the tailgate. Oh, this is okay. We can strap the pallet down, but not the bag. I like that. Yeah. What do you think? Works? It works? Let's go. Oh, I do hope that I can unload that chicken feed through the flatbed because my tractor doesn't have a fork attachment on it anymore, does it? Right, let's get this back. Right, here we are. Back at the farm. Can I call it a farm? Not quite yet. I don't feel like I can. Oh, watch out, dog. Yeah, maybe not quite farm, but we are back. Now, I'm guessing... Let's turn the engine off. Save a little bit of fuel. I'll probably... Where did I leave? Oh, God. gosh, I forget I can do this teleporting thing. There we go. I remember parking it there now. Yeah, I'm guessing I need to just connect that seeder, don't I, real quick, just to kind of automatically unload. Hopefully the seeder will take the whole bag. Don't know if it will. Didn't really look at the specs of anything, to be honest with you. I just wanted to get some basic stuff in place. We'll see. Oh, I think maybe it will take the whole bag. I don't know what I'm even doubting for. It's only filled at 33%. Cool, that does make me wonder how quickly it's going to go through seed, actually. That's scary. Anyway, let's cruise up to the chicken pasture. The coopless pasture. Buy some chickens, give them some food. And, do you know, I've just realised. That's not water, is it? Soon find out, won't we? Right, I need to save some money to get us through the next couple of months, so I don't want to be spending too much here. Let's go for some 6-month ones. Keep it real. Oh, I just said keep it real by accident then. Keep it real. Yeah, it's going to cost us... Yeah, do you know, I think we'll just start off with 10. Yeah. 550, that's cool. And then, you know, I always like to throw in a little rooster. They liven up your chicken coop. That's all they do. They don't make any difference to kind of reproduction or anything. But given it's a rooster, which is a male cock rather than a female, and this is make it harder, plus the numerous other innuendos. I never tick the box to say it's suitable for children, and that's because purely because of my mind. It's like I said, it's like a ploughed, dirty field. So yeah, it would be wrong to have a series called Make It Harder and not put a very, very lively male cock in with the chickens, wouldn't it? There we go. Right, will they accept food? God, I'm probably getting borderline banned from playing Farming Simulator at this rate. I'm hoping this will magically fall from the bottom. There it is. Just like FS25, falling out the bottom of the truck. Ideally, take the whole thing. And it wouldn't. Of course it doesn't. Just to free up my truck, but it wouldn't do that. Why would it do that? Let's move my truck out of the way. Let's see if I can get myself a little screenshot. At least I can close the bed up now, though. What do we think? I mean, first impressions of chickens is exactly the same as FS25. They're no different. They are. Can I get in there? Oh, of course I can, because I'm playing on the moon. They're literally identical, aren't they? They're literally identical. I know there's more to come. I know when I get into... You ain't very lively, mate, are you? You're meant to liven up the rest of them. You're the only one sitting down. Come on, go. Do something. Do so. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Let's sort him out a little bit, didn't I? I genuinely didn't just kick that, by the way, for anyone who thinks I've just abused the animal. It's just good, convenient timing, that was. Cool, so no different. But yeah, I am looking forward to getting into the new animals, of course, water buffaloes, the goats, been there and done that with goats before, but the animations in general, even cows, even pigs, sheep, just that does look greatly improved. So I will get into that. I will get into that. Maybe here. Maybe one of them plough fields at the bottom will actually be animals eventually. Who knows? Who knows? This farm, I reckon I can throw a good 20 or 30 episodes into the series. It will still be enjoyable for me. When it's enjoyable for me, hopefully it's enjoyable for you, or some of you at least. And yeah, we will definitely expand. Lots of expanding available. Absolutely. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. This was episode number 2. At this point, episode number 1's not even being released, so I've not ignored you if you've commented anything, but yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope, like me, you're appreciating the new game, and appreciating this new computer, which I'm still not going to say how much it costs, but the graphics are absolutely awesome now. The graphics are awesome. I love it. It is fantastic. So, thanks very much for watching. Until episode number 3, cheers and good.